Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are announcing our intention to prohibit the inclusion of Huawei and ZTE's products and services in Canada's telecommunications systems. This follows a full review by our security agencies and in consultation with our closest allies. Let me be very clear. We will always protect the safety and security of Canadians and will take any actions necessary to safeguard our telecommunication infrastructure. Telecommunication companies in Canada will not be permitted to include in their networks products or services that put our national security at risk. Providers who already have this equipment installed will be required to cease its use and remove it under the plans we are announcing today. This plan will make our network safer, not only for now, but for generations to come.
And just to be specific, will you be asking them to take out every piece from all parts of their networks, or is it outside, for example, of the core, what you call the radio access network?
Now that's a very serious question and a very important question. Obviously, as you see in the statement, we have dates, we have a process that's going to be put in place. We will engage with the companies, but what we wanted, and with Minister Mendicino and as a government, we wanted to provide clarity, stability, predictability to the operators across the country. And I think that today, with this announcement, we're providing that clarity. Obviously, we will be working with them. There's some timelines in order for them to replace that equipment. But what is important for Canadians to take away today is that we have taken measure with Minister Mendicino and the Prime Minister and this government to protect the integrity of our network, to have a process to make sure that we would remain current, whatever technology and other actors may come in our network, and that our 5G network will be very secure for generations to come.
I'll take you up on that offer, though.
Ali Kanvelshi, great to have you. Your reaction to the ban, what will Huawei try to fight it? What's the Huawei reaction?
I mean, we're obviously disappointed by the decision, but at the same time, it's something of a damp squib, by which I mean that since the government announced their 5G review in 2018, we've sold $700 million worth of telecommunications equipment. That's part of our network. We've also diversified our business. We now spend $300 million in Canada a year on R&D. We sell consumer products. And so this so-called 5G ban only really targets one small and declining aspect of our business in Canada. And so I think that the symbolism is much more than the reality. But yes, we're disappointed by the decision.
Okay, we'll just quickly. So 5G is going to be the future. Huawei is banned. Will Huawei try in any way to fight this at all? Will there be any fight outside of saying we're disappointed? Or are you saying we'll accept it and we'll continue to do business in Canada? Or will there be an effort to lobby Canada?
I mean, I think we'll have to see the details of the legislation, right? Because what the government has announced today is the intent to introduce changes to the Telecommunications Act, which will have a number of impacts. We'll have to see what the wording is. We'll have to see, how they're going to proceed. Certainly our view is that at a general principle, at a general level, legislation in Canada shouldn't target specific companies. It should be, generally worded. It should lay out clear standards. It should be compliant with Canada's international treaty obligations and the rule of law. And I would note in this case that it would need to be compliant with the Canada-China Foreign Investment Protection Agreement. And so we need to see the details of the legislation.
Do you expect retaliation? In the U.S., Donald Trump put them on the entity list, which prevents Huawei from doing business with any company there. But Huawei can still do business in Canada, that's right, but just not on 5G. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly what you said. And in a way, when you're talking about national security, Evan, you would understand that when you're looking at our national security, you take Canadian interests first. That has guided our process all along. So we take a decision which is very much in favor of protecting our national security. That was the frame. Now, we took that decision, and like you said, what we said is that these two companies will be excluded from the 5G network, or we intend to do that. That's the decision that we have come today, and that's what we've been announcing.
But from what we've heard from the government's announcement, we're disappointed. But, as they say, the devil is in the details. But one thing I can guarantee you, Evan, is that, tomorrow, next week, and 1 year from now, Huawei will still be part of Canada's telecommunications network. And yes, even its 5G network, because of the software, that we're currently in the process of deploying with our telecommunications partners with the knowledge of the government.